Welcome back to Go Again Gaming, and welcome back to round 4 of the league that means absolutely nothing. Season 3, and we are persevering, ever forward, more games, all for the love of the game, Flesh and Blood. I am your voice of the league, Ian Holland, and it's good to be here. And today, we have a ninja off. We have Spicy Ninja versus Cool Mint Ninja, Raspberry Ninja versus Blueberry Ninja. It is Zen, Tamer of Purpose, one of the more busted heroes ever to be printed into the game of Flesh and Blood, taking on the original talented ninja, Phi Rising Rebellion. Mauricio Tavares on Zen, taking on Kenneth Shivers on Phi. Volcor versus Mistvale, Mysteria. Let's see who takes it home.
The League That Means Nothing Season 3 is brought to you in part by Enter the Battlefield Gaming out of Ontario, Canada. They do all of our favourite games, including this one, Flesh and Blood. They do sealed, singles, and events, but they also do things like Magic, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh!, Lorcana, One Piece, Sorcery, Warhammer, tabletop games, and all sorts of different supplies for your table. Make sure you go and check them out if you're local to Canada, or check out their website at enterthebattlefield.ca. Let's get on with the tournament.
This battle of aggro mirrors, it looks like Kenneth has come up short here and been forced to go first. I love every time he has that Calling Chicago deep dish pizza token coming in here for 4 with an amounting anger, one of the best cards in the entirety of Phi's card pool, because really it is not just 4 damage. Again, if you cover 4, you're actually covering more. Buys out a sink below from Mauricio, choosing to sink even on turn 1. Maybe looking for something that blocks a little bit better. Who knows? Let's see what Kenneth follows up with. Probably, the Searing Emberblade. Surprised to see him allow so much filtering to happen here. And a block with a Pouncing Chi into a Blaze Hedgehog for 4, which is blocked for 3, and 1 damage leaks through. And Kenneth actually, very notably in this matchup, Heartened Crossstrap and Mask of Momentum, not usually what you would see in a Phi deck. So that's a very interesting sideboard plan here. And Mauricio taking 1 from the Phoenix Flame. Kenneth maybe not considering pushing for the last bit. Must have been a 3-power attack, maybe a starter, instead of something like a Lava Burst, which would have allowed him to go over the top of whatever Mauricio had in hand. Now over to Mauricio's first turn, and we're going to start with an Ancestral Harmony. Does it hit? No, it does not. So it's only going to be a pump. Normally, this is one of those that you would keep for later, but hey, I've got to stir the pot now. Maybe the sink below was Mauricio looking for a Chi. Maybe it was looking for a blue. Who knows? So gains a resource, transcends resource gained off 12 Petal Kasaya. And it is now officially go time because all of Zen's equipment is live for the rest of the game. So we're getting a Breed Anger on our combo and sending in a Crouching Tiger that looks like it has been altered fantastically. So 0 into 5, creating a tiger on play thanks to the combo. Now it appears Mauricio has fully altered his Crouching Tigers rather than going for the Marvels. Trying to show off for the caster, maybe? Who knows? So is Kenneth going to consider whether it's worth to block 5 here or not? It is indeed. So blocking with an erase face and a command and conquer here. Into Crouching Tiger for 1, into Pouncing Chi for 5, go again. I wonder, I'm now thinking, what is the thinking behind the heart and cross strap? Instead of having the extra block from something like Flamescale Furnace, Mauricio now just going to close up, move to Arsenal. And it's going to just send in this Bittering Thorns for 4. And it is met with another sink below. And out comes Biting Breeze from Mauricio. So 1, go again on hit, create a tiger in your banish zone that you may play this turn. Kind of hard to convince me to block 1 here, but more importantly, this is a blue starter so that if Mauricio has a Chi or a Transcend card in hand, he is able to Transcend. But 1 is taken here by Kenneth. Tiger Taming Kakara now coming in for 2, pitching an ancestral. That's an interesting choice. I wonder what his plan is here. And now it's Tiger for 2. Probably not going to prompt Kenneth into blocking here. And finishing with Levels of Enlightenment. So just sending in a 5 ball here. No other modes. Keeping a last card in hand. Kenneth taking 5, going to 24. So Kenneth going to be throwing a 5-card hand back. Starting off with an engulfing flame wave. So that's coming in for 5. Go again. Could explain the use of the heart and cross strap because that's a spicy inclusion. It's very rare you see that one make its way into Phi decks. It was one that got cut very early on in Phi's development as the number of blues in the deck kind of got reduced. And especially post Belittle banning, it was not really a tenable piece of kit. So looks like Mauricio is just opting to use the last sync below. Jesus Christ. Man has just found all the sync belows all the time, every time he needs them. That's crazy. So covering 5, Kenneth does not get his on hit unless he's packing an ancestral empowerment here. But instead, we've got a Brand with Cinderclaw coming in. 3 go again. Mauricio taking the 3. Into Blaze Hedgehog, 4 go again. So 4 taken here. Now this next chain link has Mask of Momentum attached to it. So we're going to Phi for a Phoenix Flame and send in Phoenix Flame for 1, prompting either a block of a full card for 1 damage or a draw from Mask of Momentum. Pretty effective use of the card here. So there's no way you want to give up a 2 or like a 3 block, especially, but maybe even like that is a pretty good combo card to be giving up on a block for 1. And what does Kenneth have to follow up with here with this last card? Looks like we're just going to move to Arsenal here. So snuck a bit of damage in. Zen now on 3 cards. And just going to use the old Command and Conquer. So Command and Conquer here coming in for 6 no defense reactions to this chain link. I don't think Kenneth is playing any defense reactions, to be honest, and threatening to blow up the arsenal. And Kenneth having the 2-3 blocks, that's pretty handy, you know. That's one of the things about Fight. You always wanted your blues as minimal as they were, between 12 to 15 of them, whatever it was that you chose to run. You always wanted them to be 3 blocks because they're your least useful cards and they're the ones that you're happy enough to get rid of. And it's looking like he's about to crack that heart and cross trap and send in some damage. So it's going to start with Soaring Strike. Going in for 4 on hit, you may banish an attack action card, blah, 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 blah. But this one, unlike Mounting Anger, which gives a +1, Soaring Strike gives Go Again. And let me tell you, the feeling of hitting someone with a Soaring Strike only to banish a Snatch is unmatched. One of my favorite interactions in the Phi deck was one that I really enjoyed, so much so that I brought the deck to Worlds in Barcelona. And, let's not talk about the record. Good time, though. Mauricio, thinking about the blocks now, the other thing about Soaring Strike is it is often bait because it is an on-hit that might actually mean absolutely nothing because so many of Phi's cards have just got Go Again. So, Kenneth, is he actually banishing or is he just thinking about pretending to do it? Now we've got Rising Resentment coming in for 3. Now this is an on-hit that can actually do quite a lot because it reduces the cost of something by 1. And it's met with a Wax On. So Wax On blocks 3, defending an attack action card with cost 0. It's actually a 5 block. Pretty effective here. Kenneth just going to move to Arsenal, happy enough with 4 damage dealt. And it looks like we're just going to start our turn by transcending as well as we can manage here. So Sacred Art Jade Tiger Domain is going to create 2 tigers, and all your tigers this turn are going to get +1, and then it's going to transcend because you've played another blue card this turn, which is Rising Sun Setting Moon, which is going to allow Mauricio to draw a card and bottom one of his currently 4 cards in hand, 2 of which are tigers, 1 of which is a chi. Mauricio having a bit of a think about which of his cards to get rid of here. Does he need the extra blue? Something like that, maybe? Anyway, card goes to the bottom, and we now have 2 free resources thanks to 12 Battle Kasaya. We're going to lead with Tiger for 1. Good start. Always good to give up the known information as early into your turn as possible. That way, your opponent does not always know what they're playing around. So, Kenneth taking the 1, going to 23. Tiger for 2, thanks to Tiger Stripe Shuko appropriately coming in. 2 go again. Kenneth again choosing to take 2. You don't really want to throw away real cards on such small attacks. Now we've got a Zen activation pitching a Chi, leaving us with another Tiger in hand. And I imagine we're getting either a Tiger Swipe or Chase the Tail. Chase the Tail is the usual get off something like this. Now we go into Chase the Tail, coming in for 4 go again. 1 floating now. This is something that may be considered blockable. Nope. Kenneth says, I'll take it. Send me the bill. I'll go to 17. Who cares? Into Tiger for 4. +1 from Sacred Art. And then 3. So putting Kenneth to 13. Still with cards in hand for Mauricio. Yeah, Tiger Swipe for 4, representing an additional 3 points of damage if Kenneth doesn't block this one. So it looks like, yeah, Mounting Anger and Tiger Stripe Shuko going under the bus here. Getting that block into Mauling Chi for 5. Surprised we didn't see Mauricio pop the boots as well to add an extra 2 points of damage to this turn. Maybe forgot, maybe has another use for them and just wants to keep them in case of being a bailout. Kenneth going to lead off here, pitching a Crane Dance for Bittering Thorns, coming in for 4 go again. I think we're in quite a spot of bother here, though, all the same, because there's not a lot of damage we can do with Mask of Momentum in play and no Art of War legal in the format to force Zen into a blocking game. And Mask of Momentum, like, isn't quite going to get there, I don't think. And always Zen has the ability to just block with Traverse and be like, cool, sick, sweet. I now have my chi that I needed. What will be interesting starting in the next round is now that the hunted is legal, is seeing what changes Kenneth might make to Fi, because there's an awful lot of new, very powerful ninja cards and very powerful draconic ninja cards and cards that care about being made draconic. Not to mention, Dragon Scalar Flight Path might be one of the most insane pieces of equipment I've seen in a while on a low key level. People don't quite realize just how good that one is. Yeah, Mauricio taking another 4 here from this Rising Resentment. That joke, take 5. I'll draw a card. Are we resolving our on hit, or are we moving to the next attack on the combat chain? We're going to go into Searing Emberblade here for 3 go again. Mauricio taking the 3 here to 15. The next attack action that hits obviously represents Mask of Momentum. So this is going to come in here for 3. Let's see if we can prompt a block. We can. We get a block for 3 into Phoenix Flame for 1. So all in all, not a terrible turn for Kenneth, but probably would have loved to be able to prompt at least one more block out of Mauricio here, who had the chi in hand anyway. Gets the tiger and goes and undoes his block by searching for another card. Really turns the chi into the 2 cards, which is honestly, this is part of what makes Zen so broken. And getting an aspect of Tiger Body tells me we might be seeing a Chase the Tail. So Tiger coming in here for 0. Kenneth's giving the old thumbs up for the 0 there. Probably get a pitch here into a Chase the Tail. Or we have a Tiger Swipe coming in for 5. It's probably eating the Mask of Momentum plus a 3 block if there is one available to us. So let's see how Kenneth chooses to block this one, knowing full well that there's plenty of damage still to come down the line here. Yeah, so we're going to flick flack. Are we going to take the 1? We are. Creating a tiger. Into 3 go again, creating a tiger. Now, these tigers don't really represent anything right now. Not with the way that Mauricio's hand is set up. So it could be a lot worse. We're not in too much danger right now. So Kenneth choosing to take the 3. And then we go tiger for 0. Tiger for 0. Pouncing chi for 4 damage. And then block with the erase face, taking 2 to 2. Erase face, I don't think. Kind of a strange card in this matchup because it doesn't quite do anything to Zen. It's not like the weakest link or something where you are forcing their hand in some fashion. So we're going to go engulfing with a flame wave in here for 5. With an on-hit. Could very easily see Mauricio just block with Traverse the Universe here. Get ready to just close this game out. Yeah, levels and Traverse block. Get a chi. Not really anything here for Kenneth to do, except for just wait for the game to be over with this kind of life deficit. And the Zen has 4-card hand plus chi. Like, it's very hard to come back from something like this. And that's part of why Zen has been so oppressive for so long. And indeed, why a lot of Mistveil has been so oppressive for so long, because of a card like Traverse the Universe and the ability to just generate incremental advantage or pretty astounding advantage out of nowhere after already going all the way to trying to do that, and then finishing it with the mild BM, the grain that tips the scale. So 1 is actually 2, and Kenneth, you are dead. So valiant effort from the rebellious one, Phi. Unfortunately, not quite up to taking down the Tamer of Purpose and his cadre, his pack of tigers. Well played, Mauricio, playing an extremely powerful deck extremely well, because after all, you are now 3-1, setting you up nicely to potentially run for that top 8 spot. As we all know, those top 8 spots are quite coveted, even if this means nothing. We all love this game, and that is why we're here to play it. Commiserations, Kenneth. I think at 2-2 you may be out, but who knows? There's still 2 more rounds to go. Let's work for a positive record, eh? And I hope you liked this video. I hope you loved a nice quick aggro mirror from Ninja to Ninja, from Mysteria to Volcor. And if you did indeed like or even love this video, make sure you like the video down below and you comment and you tell us all about what you think of these ninjas. Maybe tell me what cards from the Hunted you think Kenneth should start looking at for Phi for the next round. While you're doing that as well, please click subscribe, give Az all your love, because Go Again Gaming has grown and grown over the last year thanks to the league that means nothing, and it would be my pleasure to see it grow some more. And with that, I'm going to sign off for now, and I will see you in the next one.